What is up, everyone? Jay here with some more Marvel Rivals Ranked, and today will be some Captain America games as per usual. And these were some of my best games this season that I wanted to post before, Season 2.5 drops and before they nerf my boy's HP again for the third time. But I already made a video about that, so I'm not going to go, I'm not going to rant about it again. But anyways, this game, like I said, was one of my best games, and this Thing player, who I started queuing up with a little bit, he's a one-trick Spider-Man, but I think they banned Spidey, so he's playing Thing. And he did good this game, but the games afterwards, he was getting a little bit, locked, because that's the thing about one tricks, man. Once your character gets banned and you're not having a good game, then you're kind of screwed. You need to be able to learn, in my opinion, you need to be able to learn multiple characters, at least one for each role. Two would be even better, because if you one trick, it's like the character's banned, then it's like, what do you do, And the opponent has a cap, so it's nice to see another Captain America player. He overextended earlier, trying to get my healers, and he's gone as well. So this game, I don't think I die once. I might die once or twice, but I do a really good job. So we get the healers right there. And this map, while it's not the best for Captain America, it's still a convoy map, which I think Cap does well on. Gonna have to get away from the Squirrel Stampede. My healers are doing a good job keeping me up. And we have a Human Torch as well. There's the Thing ult. Yeah. Speaking of Human Torch, I was sad about the cap nerfs, and they actually aren't as bad as I thought, because originally I thought that the shield nerf was to the cooldown, but it's actually to the regeneration, I believe. So I'm just so happy that he's not going to be able, or he doesn't have to take 4 seconds to pull up a shield. That would have been ridiculous. So thank goodness. But it's still going to hurt, the shield regeneration thing is going to hurt a bit, but it's not the biggest deal. Right there, I get a nice combo on Squirrel Girl. I love throwing the shield and then diving on them. It's so epic and aesthetically pleasing, because you throw the shield, you catch it, and then you just dive back onto them. It's so sick. And in this game, I do one of my best animation cancel combos, which I did post a short about, and you'll see that in a bit if you haven't seen my short already, on Moon Knight in a bit. But yeah, Strange, I don't know if Strange is the move against, the Thing and Cap, because they just punch through a shield. And speaking of going through shields, I hate that Hawkeye is getting a arrow team up with Luna that goes through shields. Who thought that was a good idea on the dev team? Who thought that it would be okay for Hawkeye to pierce through shields? A dude who can already one-shot characters and, freeze with that. And if you're cracked aim with him, he's one of the craziest DPS. Who thought it was a good idea to give him that? But here's the animation cancel combo. Actually, no, it's coming up. But yeah, the devs, man, they're so biased for certain characters, and I don't know, I guess somebody on the dev team loves Hawkeye. They must play him a lot. Here's the animation cancel combo. Throw the shield, dive on him, and then get those punches in. That was so slick, and one of the most satisfying combos I've pulled off in this game. Because I'm not always the best with the animation cancel combo, or just the animation cancel, should I say. Sometimes I mess it up, or, I don't do it the most optimally, but that right there, I did it probably the best I could have. Maybe a little bit faster, but either way, it was really sick looking. And I'm still not dead. I haven't died yet. Yeah, healers are doing a great job of keeping me up. And this Cap is going to dive. There's the Moon Knight ult. I avoid that. I do have my ult now, so I can survive in just a minute here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use it. And Galactic Talon, man, it's, I don't know. Apparently it was supposed to come back to the shop, like, earlier, but it still isn't back into the shop as of me making this video. So I don't know when they're going to put it back, because people were saying there was a hotfix, so I don't know what's going on. But I've been able to flex this skin a little bit longer, I suppose. But this was before Galactic Talon was even confirmed to come back, along with the Galactic Hawkeye one. And I'm going to be real, wearing this skin has been kind of like a celebrity experience, because a lot of people notice me having it, and they're just like, yo, or some people ask me, like, yo, how do you get that skin? And I just tell them, yo, you gotta buy it in Season 0, bro. Because not everybody was playing since day one like me. Some people started in Season 1, Season 1.5 or whatever. So by that time, this skin was gone. And Captain America players are definitely wanting to get this skin. So, even though I wish they would keep the rarity for some skins, I understand why they brought it back. And right here, we get a nice movie cinematic finish with the Bucky team up, which is something I haven't talked about much, because I don't think the Bucky team up is that crazy. It definitely is useful at times, but it's a little bit awkward to use, because Bucky is he's in the back line, he's shooting, and Cap is in the back line, should I say. And, a lot of the times, him and Bucky are going to be far away from each other, so it's kind of hard to activate the team up so at times, so it's a little bit awkward to use. And then the Mysterio guy tells me, great skin Cap, or good skin Cap. So it's nice to be noticed with the skin. But yeah, the Bucky team up, it is useful. I'm glad they buffed it. I think they buffed it to where, you know, Bucky now can jump to his teammates and not just Cap, so that definitely makes it more useful. But yeah, the slow effect is nice, but it's like not the greatest slow effect, and it doesn't do that much damage, but it is cool to get yourself out of a pinch, and it does give Cap a little bit more of an escape option. I mean, he already has like 2 of them. So yeah, while it's not the greatest team up, it is fun to use, and even though we didn't really use it that game, it was nice to finish with that dap up, as I like to call it. You know, they basically dap each other up, they're best friends. But yeah, we held them to 0 points, and now we're on our push, and I'm just going to keep going to the back line. Thing is going to get a kill. Great job. Against the Cap player who switched to Moon Knight. So I just realized, I think he was the Moon Knight that I did the combo on, which is funny. So yeah, I'm going to have to back up. There is the Rocket ult and the Invis ult. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think Strange was the play against 2 characters that could just punch through a shield. Against a melee comp. But yeah, that was an easy win. And this Thing player does queue up with me in the next game, which you'll see in a bit. So, like I said, he was a one-trick Spidey, and I stopped playing with him kind of for that reason. But the few games we did win were pretty good. And who gets the MVP here? Oh, it's the Invis. Heisenberg 375, nice. With the beautifully made Malice skin, you know what I'm saying? They didn't die a single time. I don't know if I show my stats here or not. I don't know if I pull them up. But I don't think I died that entire game. But either way, it was a great game. Oh, actually, I didn't die. I went 14-0. So for the second game, I considered using Emma because I think she's a great tank, obviously, and she is good for counterpicking, especially for Cap's matchups, because she can do well where Cap may struggle, like versus Penny, for example. So I have been using Emma a good amount this season, but I stuck with Cap because he's my best character, and, you know, if I have to, I'll switch to her or something. But yeah, Midtown map, we do have the one-trick Spider-Man, like I mentioned, and the Venom team up, so that's going to help him a lot. And it's kind of crazy that they're removing the Venom symbiote from Spider-Man, because I just feel like the Spidey and Venom thing they're so synonymous with each other that I feel like they should have kept it longer. But I'm not complaining, because, you know, I'll have to deal with less menacing spiders because they won't have the combo. I mean, Spider-Man mains will still be good without it. Good Spider-Man mains, should I say. They won't have to rely on that to get the kills, but it will certainly be felt for them because that combo was so useful for just killing squishies and finishing the job. So Spider-Man mains are definitely going to miss that, and now they just have the team up with Squirrel Girl because they are from the same school, the same alumni from ESU, which is funny. But yeah, great first push right here. This first push, we pretty much had like no resistance, at least for the first 2 points. Diving Luna. Right here, I overextend a bit though, and I'm going to have to run away, and I barely live with 7 HP, take cover behind the pillar like a boss, so that was really smart by me, and then go back for some heals. It's crazy because next season, if that happened next season, after the nerf, I would have died right there, because I would lose, you know, I lost 25 health. But yeah, we get the first point. I get Strange right there for a double kill, and then right here I'm going to get a triple kill on Star-Lord. He's trying to fly away, and then I just push him in the back and get that triple kill. So that was an epic sequence. I'm 6-0 right now, along with the Venom. And Venom is a character I want to learn more, because he's definitely good in the right hands, just like Cap. I mean, I guess you can say that about any character, but especially Cap and Venom, I feel like you have to have a lot of skill with them. But Venom, even more so. I feel like there's even more skill with Venom because of you have to hit his shots more. He doesn't have a shield that will automatically home on the opponent or home in on them, you know. And Venom, he's really fun, but I've been having trouble getting the hang of him. I do get this shield snipe kill on Wanda right there. I'm going to pop my ult and just pressure them to back up right here and dive the healers. Spidey's doing the same thing with me. And yeah, there's the Spidey ult. Great job. Star-Lord is low. And I'm going to throw my shield and get him right there. He's gone, and then Strange is done as well. So yeah, we are cooking right now. They haven't won a single team fight, and there's pretty much no resistance on our way to the second point. So looking good, team. Yep. Alright, so here we go again. Gonna keep diving the healers. There's their Cloak and Dagger ult, and then we're gonna counter with our own. And Star-Lord and Wanda are being annoying. They're bombarding me, but Cap has the longevity for that. Gonna keep diving Emma. There's a Star-Lord ult. Strange ult out of nowhere, and then right here I mess up. Well, that should get me. I was gonna block the Wanda ult, but the Strange broke my shield, so I did die to Wanda. So that was a good combo by them. Now I'm gonna get my revenge on Wanda, try and get her out of the sky. But I'm gonna get grabbed and then just focused on and die. So that was another bad death, but it's okay. We have plenty of time to get the third point. We have 4 minutes remaining. I just gotta be a little bit more careful. All right, so me and Venom pushing up, gonna dive the healers. I get pushed back. There is the rocket ult to help us a bit. Emma's low. Okay, I'm gonna keep punching him, and then dive on Emma. She is low. She's getting healed though. All right, I think we're gonna use my ult right here just to keep us up a bit. Everybody's using their ults. Good lord. Yeah, nothing really happened there. Emma's gonna grab me again, but I have the health pack to help me. Wanda's gone. I'm gonna punch Emma to the ground, and now we can push up. So they went kind of crazy with their ult. They definitely could have saved that, but they're getting desperate, I suppose. Right here, I try to snipe Strange, but I completely missed with the shield throw. It's all good though. And now we are almost at the third point. Moon Knight's behind us, but we're not worried about him. Spider-Man gets him. Okay. Gonna make Wanda uncomfortable. She's running away. Okay. Now I have Invisible Woman where I want her, and she's pretty much cooked. There we go. Okay. Yep, and it's just the 2 tanks remaining. Venom's diving on them, and they are done. There's a Strange ult. I'm going to block that. But he's doing it solo, and there's nobody there to help him. So we do get the third point in dominant fashion. Really easy push for the most part. They only started killing us near the end there. So 3-0. Great start. And now on offense, I do switch up my Cap costume just to mix it up a bit. And we stick with the same team. Yep, okay. Alright, so I'm going to keep diving Wanda. I just want to get Wanda out of here, man, because if you leave her unchecked, she is a problem. Right there, though, they're going to combo me, and I am cooked. But the Rocket Res is going to come in clutch. Rocket Res can save some games, man. It's such a good ability. Okay. Whittle down my shield real quick, and Iron Fist is chasing me, so I'm like, okay, you know what? You want to 1v1 me? What's good? What's good, man? So that was a satisfying 1v1 against Iron Fist on the stairs right there. But yeah, I just feel like people complain too much about dive. I think there was a good amount of tools to deal with it in the meta, and people just didn't want to learn those ways or play around dive, because if you got 2 healers diving, getting dove, you should be focusing on healing the other healer, you know. But people just like panic and just run away and right there overextend and die. So they're getting a lot more kills on me this time. Iron Fist diving. I'm gonna protect my heals, and he's gone. But yeah, that's just my personal thoughts. I know some people are gonna hate me for saying that. You know, it's like, oh, dive is so oppressive. And there's some people that just think that dive meta wasn't even a thing. They think that it's very underwhelming. You know, people say, haters or just people that are uninformed saying that, oh, Cap does no damage, acting like it's season 0 or something. You know, that's a prehistoric take in my opinion. You know, Cap is good now. You guys have to respect Cap now. But I guess, you know, everybody's experiences are different. Not everybody plays against a good this character or, you know, whatever character it might be. So I get it. But yeah, we're holding them off. They have 2 minutes left on the clock. Spidey over here is going to ult near their spawn, and he actually gets 2 kills, and then I swoop in and get a kill on Wanda. I have been bullying her a lot this game. And right here is an epic sequence right here. 1v1 versus Strange, right? We're both doing the combos, but he's getting healed, right? I have to get out of here, and I escape with the skin of my teeth right there. That was amazing. That's why you save your dash and your diving strike sometimes, to be able to escape those situations, because I lived with how much HP? I barely escaped out of there alive. Let me see. After this squabble with Strange, I lived with 10. So that was clutch, and that makes me sad that next season, if that happens again, I will be dead because I'm losing more health, but it is what it is. So yeah, epic survival sequence right there, and I'm able to keep diving the back line and just trying to get them. I was trying to get Star-Lord right there, but no luck. They do have the Cloak and Dagger ult, and I do have my ult as well, and our team also procs theirs. So yeah, there's the Strange ult. I'm going to shield it and try to protect my team. Yeah, I like saving my cap ult for situations like that, where if a Groot does their ult or Strange, I can keep them up a little bit with the bonus health that it provides. So it's nice right there because Strange didn't kill anybody. But I think our healers weren't stunned, so I don't know. But I used the ult for that situation right there. And they're pushing up, but Strange is getting low. They have the Invis ult though, and then there's the Star-Lord ult. I'm going to have to back up because I do not want to die. I'm going to go ahead and grab this health pack. But nobody's dying though. We're doing good counter ults, and our Cloak and Dagger kills the Star-Lord, so that's great. Another cool thing with Cloak and Dagger that you can do against Star-Lord is use Cloak's darkness thing where it blinds them. If you throw that at Star-Lord while he's ulting, he really can't see anything for a little bit, so it ruins his aim obviously, and also shaves off time on his ult. So that's a cool thing that I've seen with Cloak and Daggers. But yeah, we're doing great right here. Their Moon Knight's trying to do something. He switched from Star-Lord to Moon Knight, but it's not working, and we are just cooking right now. So they were starting to kill me more, but part of that was because I was overextending. There's a Wanda behind us, but I'm not scared of Wanda. Yeah, she's not gonna have to run away. She's like a little fly, man. That you have to respect, but you also have to disrespect at the same time, because, you know, if you let her become too comfortable, then she just sits up there and does whatever she wants, and, you know, even though her ult is easily counterable, you have to respect it too, and just be aware of it. Kill Strange right there, and I'm just gonna keep diving Cloak and Dagger and prevent them from getting to the point. There she is, but she is pretty much toast. Yeah, and we get the W. Easy 3-0. Great job. Really fun game. And yeah, that is Cap on Midtown. Convoy maps are pretty good for him. I feel like Midtown is better than the other map the first game was on. Whatever it's called. I think it's Tokyo, the spider map. But yeah, the Venom gets the MVP, the rare Venom MVP. It's rare to see a good Venom player. And the last match in this video is going to be on Clintar with my boy Next, who I've been queuing up with the most this season pretty much. And he's been a great teammate. But yeah, doing my favorite thing on Clintar, which is to sneak behind them on the right side right here, because a lot of the times they don't expect it, and try and dive a healer or whatever, somebody's up there on the high ground, or just make them turn around and face me. So yeah, Clintar, in my opinion, is one of Cap's best maps. Right there, I see Cloak and Dagger, so I'm going to dive her. I miss it completely, but it's okay. I'm going to force her to back up and force Hela to turn around towards me. But my team is way too far back. I see a stray squirrel right here, but I can't do much. I'm going to have to grab this health pack real quick and rejoin my team. So not the greatest first attempt, but it's okay. Yeah, my team is way far back. Nobody's with me. And Squirrel Girl already has her ult, and it's been less than a minute. That's crazy, bro. Squirrel Girl, Moon Knight, they're just so annoying characters sometimes. They can just farm their ult so fast. Storm can also do it if you're good with her. And look at that. The Squirrel Girl gets 3 kills. Like, what is that, bro? That's insane. So yeah, I'm going to have to rejoin my team, wait for them to come back. Just going to try and build up ult charge because they haven't been able to kill me. Jump over the Groot walls. I am low, though. And they do get me right there, so that was bad. But we're on the way back. Going to have to do a lot better. Protect my healer. Getting dove by Thor. And speaking of Thor, man, I can't believe they changed to like his kit entirely. And I know some people are saying that's like a buff, but the best Thor players, or at least one of the Thor players I watched, is saying it's a nerf, and they're really sad about it. So even though I was sad about Cap's nerf, at least it's not as bad as the Jeff changes or the Thor changes, because I would be like, the Jeff change to his running thing, right, where he has a meter now. That change was kind of crazy, but I understand it because he had way too much survivability. But it makes me scared for the future that they might do that to Cap. Like, what if they give him like a stamina bar for his run? That'd be insane. I hope they don't. I hope they never do that. But you never know with this game, man. The devs be smoking some shit sometimes. Right here, I'm gonna try to protect my healers, but Thor is just getting me. So we're just not doing a great push right here. We have to play more together. Groot is ulting. Thankfully, he doesn't kill anyone. But Thor gets a kill on our Squirrel Girl on Next. So yeah, we're gonna have to push up fast. We have about a minute. I mean, we still have time. But I will make a play right here that will help us get the first point in a minute. It's coming up, I think. It's right here. Yep, I'm gonna use my ult, right? And just Sonic Steve Rogers up there and dive like crazy. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Dead. Force Hela to ult, and then grab Squirrel Girl. Like, look how fast That's the reason I play Cap right there. I mean, I play him for multiple reasons, but that is why I love playing Cap. Just able to rush down people like no other tank can. And look at that. We're able to push up and get this first point. Yeah. I mean, obviously, it wasn't just me, but that ult definitely helped because I, carved them a path. They were able to get more bonus health and more speed, and I got a few kills and just made them uncomfortable. So we do get the first point after being held down for a bit. And yeah, so that's the beauty of Cap right there. I love that. Hela is trying to flank. I'm going to try and get her. But, their tanks are doing a good job of paying attention to me and protecting their team. Yeah, I can't let Thor too close to my teammates. Okay, I do get in the backline finally. Thor is peeling for them. I am low. Yeah, too much damage right there. But on the way back, my team is able to wipe them out, and we're able to push this thing. So even though they're doing way better than us in terms of kills, we are doing pretty solid. We have 2 minutes left, and I'm gonna do my thing. Sneak behind him, get the Squirrel Girl. She was almost dead right there, but it's okay. There is the rocket ult. And then there is the dreaded Loki ultimate line. I hate Loki, bro. I just want to kill these clones, man. It's so annoying. But it's like, it feels so unfair fighting him sometimes because not only can he copy ults, but it just feels like you're fighting 7 versus 6 sometimes with all of his clones and his trickery. Yeah, trying to dive Hela. Okay, I'm going to use my ult right there. I probably could have saved it, honestly. But I wanted to help my team push up. So I'm going to do that, and we do get some kills. My boy Nex is going off with Squirrel Girl, so that's crazy. I played Squirrel Girl a little bit, and she is so easy to play, bro. Part of me wants to become a Squirrel Girl main, low-key, but I'm like, nah. I don't want to main Squirrel Girl, but she is fun to use for sure. It's just she's a little too easy, and she's getting buffed, which is kind of crazy. I felt like she was in a good spot, but the devs are like, well, she's not a top DPS, so you got to buff her. But yet you buff Hawkeye and Hela, like I don't understand, but Squirrel Girl is dead. She is hanging up there on the little ledge. I think you can stand on it, I guess. And we are going to make to the second point with about a minute to spare, and that's going to be up to 2 minutes and a half. So doing amazing right here. Loki is trying to run away and be tricky. Yeah, just make Loki uncomfortable, man. Make him forced to use those runes and take out his clones when you can. Okay. So we're holding down the line. I'm going to go sneak on the right side because Hela had the same idea. I'm not going to let her do that. Nope. There's a Thor ult, though. We do get the other Hela, or my Hela does. So that's great. Thor is alone. He's done. Yep. Okay, push up. Gonna dive Cloak and Dagger and Squirrel Girl. Yep. There we go. Yeah, just keeping up the pressure, man. That's what Cap is great at doing. Leading the troops and just pushing up, especially with that ultimate I did at the first point. That was pure cinema. Gonna keep diving right there, and I snipe Loki. Hela's almost dead, but she's gonna fly away. Almost had her right there. But it's fine because the point is still being moved, and then I snipe Strange. He's gonna need back surgery for that. Hela is going to force to use her ult, but that's fine because we do have the Cloak and Dagger ult to help us. And right here, I'm just keeping them away from the point as much as I can. I'm almost to my ult, a little bit, 82%. Hold my shield, but it just gets shredded so fast. I see Emma coming up. They have an Emma now to help against me, I suppose. Diamond Form can deal with that. But the thing about Emma, while she can deal with dive, if you miss the grab as Diamond Form, it sucks. Because, yeah, you can't be moved, you're unstoppable as Diamond Form, but if you miss the grab, that really sucks. It's like missing Magic Stash. It just feels really shitty. But I'm going to go ahead and use my ult and just push them, force them to go back. I'm getting a little bit low, so I'm going to escape, get some little bit of heals. Yeah. Yeah, I'm toast right there. Not much I can do, and we're unfortunately not going to get the third point, but that's fine. We did a great push. Overall, great stats across the board. All right, so we're on defense now, and I'm going to do my favorite thing and sneak behind these rocks and just catch them unaware, because I love Clintar for this, because you have the angle on the right and then you have this angle right here to dive the back line, so it's great for Cap. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Catch Sue unaware, make her go invisible, and then I'm going to chase Squirrel down and just make them uncomfortable. And meanwhile, my team is getting important kills. I'm going to grab that health pack before Squirrel Girl does and just make her retreat. Yeah. So, just going to go back to my team. There's no reason to overextend. And, Penny. We also have a Penny on our team who, you know, Penny's really good on this map as well. They have an Iron Man now. Actually, I don't remember if they had Iron Man last game, but I'm trying to get him. But, you know, it's not really Cap's job to get Iron Man or Flyers in general, but I might as well try to get him while I can. Gonna snipe the Squirrel Girl, who's been getting a lot of kills for them. And I'm just going to retreat. It does suck, though, you know, despite the shield nerf not being as bad as I thought it would be. The fact that it's going to take 4 seconds to regenerate, apparently, is definitely going to make Cap have to retreat more often when he needs to regen the shield, you know. And then there's my boy Nex getting another kill with Squirrel Girl. And they're going to use their ult, but that's fine because they're down a member. And we do have the Penny ult to stall a bit. Squirrel Girl ult. We do have the Cloak and Dagger ult, though. Watch out for the Iron Man ult. Thankfully, nobody dies. That's always a great sign. And look at this. Our team is cooking now. They're not really getting any kills, and we're getting all the kills. Yeah, and this gives me space to just dive the healers, make Groot have to come back and turn around for me, and then I can just escape. Oh, man. Cap is so fun, but I understand why people get annoyed by him. I really do. You know, and while they're nerfing dive and his HP and everything, I don't give a crap. I'm still going to be diving like crazy, even if dive meta, quote-unquote, is gone. So yeah, Emma's cornering me. I'm going to grab that health pack and try to escape. Sorry for the lag. I'm getting really low on HP. Yeah, these situations with Cap are really scary because sometimes you have to wait for your cooldown to escape. Right here, I do have my dash, so I'm able to survive, but those are definitely scary. And then the Groot is going to solo ult the whole team, which wasn't the greatest. There's a Squirrel Girl ult, but I have my ult to help keep my team up a bit. And I'm just going to keep diving Sue aggressively, not let her come to the point and make her go invisible. But they do have 4 people on it now, and I am toast. So they do break through us. It's fine, though. On the way back. Okay. The Emma is adapting a bit. Groot is coming through that side. I'm going to have to back up and heal. Get some heals, please. There's the Emma ult. I got to jump the hell out of there and threaten Iron Man a bit because he is going to be charging his ult soon. Got to grab this health pack. So yeah, we're kind of staggering a bit. I'm not really playing with my team. I'm just trying to dive them, but they're doing a good job of not dying too much to me. So yeah, there's a Groot ult. But look, I'm just forcing them to turn around to me and stopping this convo from moving. So at least I'm stalling a bit, at the very least. So, but I'm going to have to retreat at some point because I don't have unlimited health. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to have to retreat back to my team. There's just too much going on. Squirrel Girl ult after Squirrel Girl ult is crazy. So I'm just going to keep stalling. I almost have my ult. I'm about 80% right now. And perhaps stall, but my team does get some key kills right there with the Hela ult. And another one, and then our healer gets a kill as well, so we're looking great. Jump over this wall and then get some heals. So Groot is only on the point, so I'm going to go ahead and challenge him, make him back up. He is low. We get the kill right there. I am in need of heals, and I kind of panic ult right there, so this was a bad one because nobody's here, but I just didn't want to die. So that was a bit of a foolish ult on my part, but it's okay. It gives me time to dive them a little bit and just be annoying. So I guess it wasn't the worst ever. But yeah, on the way back, they have about 2 minutes. Keep diving, just keep being aggressive and pick my spots. There's the Cloak and Dagger ult to help us a bit, and my boy Nex is actually going to switch from Squirrel Girl to Spider-Man in a bit. I think he did switch right now, which is really going to help us. So I'm going to go ahead and dive Squirrel Girl because she's just chilling in the back as she always does. There is the Rocket ult. And look at this. They kind of forgot about me. I'm just preventing this thing from moving and just wasting their precious time. And then I'm diving Cloak and Dagger. She is alone on the point. They forgot about her. And she is dead. So look at this. Just being a nuisance, man. But my team is dead though, so I'm gonna have to back up. But that's fine because I wasted a good amount of time. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some heals. And the Squirrel Girl is going to let her ultimate fly in that little hallway, which is tough, so she does get a kill. And I am really low, but I'm going to escape the jaws of death once again and run through here, grab some heals. So that was really clutch. Groot is just too slow to chase me down. And then gotta keep diving the healers, and then I believe this is when my boy Next is going to swoop in with a clutch Spider-Man ult right about now. Yep, there it is. He gets 3 kills with it. That was crazy. So the switch was very, very good. And then the Iron Man's going to ult. He does get 1, but it's not going to offset the damage that Spidey did. And Groot is getting low. He's frozen. He's done. And then Emma's done as well. Yep. And they have 20 seconds remaining, so they are probably going to portal. I don't remember if they do or not, but it would be wise to portal. Yep, they switched to Strange, so they definitely are going to portal. Alright, so the portal's coming from behind. I'm going to use my ult to just keep us up and make sure we don't die. We do double up a little bit with the support ults, but it's fine. We can be as aggressive as possible. And the Hela's going to ult, and that's pretty much going to be their doom because they don't have enough defense against it. They bust out a Namor last second, which I feel like would have been better earlier in the game. I know, my friend Next switched to Spidey near the end there, but it would have helped against me for sure. So, but they were doing everything they could, but it was not enough. So we win 2-1. I wouldn't say in dominant fashion. It was still close, but we did shut them down at the end there. So that is the game, and probably this is my last commentated game before Season 2.5 drops. I went 22-5-9. Pretty solid game. My team did great as well, of course, and the Cloak and Dagger is going to get the MVP. So yeah, currently at the moment I am in Diamond 2. Went on a bad losing streak, and I'm so close to GM. I was in Diamond 1, and I don't think I'm going to get there. I could. There's still 3 days left as I'm making this video, but I would love to make it to GM before Season 2.5, but I don't know if I can because I've been hearing that this season's Diamond rank is kind of like the new GM because I guess this season's just harder. It's just really hard. It feels tough. Like I've seen some Celestial players struggle getting out of Platinum even, so it's been rough. It's been rough. It's been a fun season for sure, but it's been rough, and I'm not looking forward to Hawkeye piercing through shields and freaking double penny nest. Like that's just ridiculous, man. So season 2.5 is gonna be interesting, and like I said, I'm still gonna be diving even if they are nerfing dive a lot. I don't give a crap. I'm still gonna be diving. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed these games. Leave a like if you did. Please stay safe out there. Peace out.